much.
He called them quality seeds. I guess the rest of us that don't match that complexion are not. Almost like they're sympathetic to one group, but the others they just call illegal aliens and tell them to go back to their country. It's almost laughable how welcoming they are and how different the treatment is.
I don't ever want to hear that Trump isn't racist, because what's happening right now is 1000% about color. He's targeting innocent Latinos and deporting them, tearing families apart, even deporting Americans. He's deported American children with cancer without their medical supplies. On top of that, he's deporting people that are actually in the legal process of becoming Americans. Meanwhile, on Monday, he is welcoming white, keyword white, South Africans into America. He's providing them housing, prepaid phones, weather appropriate clothing, groceries, house furnishings, all while also saying that Latinos are draining the economy. Be so fucking for real, because these are the same Latinos that work multiple jobs. When have you seen a Latino immigrant begging on the street? Oh wait. Latino immigrants work multiple jobs, don't even qualify for the benefits that he falsely claims that they are abusing. Babe, they can't even get these benefits. They will sell you flowers, wash your car, wash your house, wash the dishes. They do everything. They don't qualify for these benefits. You think if they qualified for these benefits that they would have all these multiple jobs, babe? Oh my God, like, at this point, I just don't want to hear it. I feel like there's so many people that I know personally that have been gaslighting me, constantly saying, oh, Trump he's not racist, he loves Latinos. Then make it make sense. Make it make sense. And then the ACLU has already reported there has been so many U.S. citizens that have been arrested and detained because they have been racially profiled. Yeah, for the color of their skin and for speaking Spanish. So please, I don't want to fucking hear it. It is about race. It is about color. If you're black and brown in America, you are targeted.
I just saw a video that Trump has brought in the white immigrants who are being poorly mistreated in their country, so he wants to save them. You Latinos for Trump, come to the front. What a fucking embarrassment you are to our people, to our culture, to our ancestors, who fought with their freaking lives against this very same regime that you got up, got dressed with your own right and your own free will, and voted for the president that's here now. And we all, as a whole, the Hispanic community, get looped in with you all. As, oh, your people voted for him. Because you want to be white aligned so fucking badly.
So this is for all of my Latinos for Trump, which I will never forgive you for putting this man back in office. Especially because your roots, he was never going to pick you. Anyways, so remind me again how you guys were for a person that wanted to get all the people that didn't belong here or came here the wrong way. Why are we trying to fly back white South Africans? Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring in some white South Africans. If you don't get the message now, like, you guys are probably the type of people that, like, your ex told you that they needed to focus on themselves, and you believe them. Like, that's the type of people that I believe you are. Because this man was never going to pick you. He was never for you. And the fact that you fell for the BS is beyond me. This was never about getting criminals out. This was about getting people like them back in and back in control. So, like, that whole rhetoric, it was a lie. I don't know if you've noticed, because you guys have been very quiet. I haven't seen a single Latino for Trump come out and, like, defend their stance, because you have no stance. They want us out. We are the target, okay? And you were complicit in getting this man back into power. But it's fine. Like, we'll have a whole therapy session about it. But, yeah, it's very clear what they're trying to do. And you know what? Like, you can still, like, make amends, but you have to start standing up. Like, you have to start speaking up. Just like you were so loud to defend this man, like, we need you now to step up and get united with us and back our community up and step up, because it's getting more radical out here. And they're only doing it step by step. They were never going to come out like in, like, you know, Star Wars Death Troopers style. No, they were going to do it piece by piece, and it's getting worse. So we need all the help that we can get, and you guys need to make this right.
I've been waiting to post all day because, like, I have been so freaking disappointed. So here are the people that I notice who are talking about, like, the biggest news right now. Today's Tuesday. As we know, yesterday, Donald Trump flew in on a private charter, okay? These people did not have to save money to get a plane to fly to Mexico or to Guatemala and come across the border, or Canada to try to come across the border. He actually chartered a plane on my taxpayers' dollars, your taxpayer dollars, so he can bring in the Africans into America who are screaming, "Oh my God, I'm white and I'm being like, they're being racist to me." Y'all are from like the Netherlands. Why aren't you going back to the Netherlands? Why would you come to America? When I lived in Africa, and when I lived in the UK, and all the other places abroad that I've lived, if I felt like, okay, I've had enough, I come back home to America. Because America is my home. This is where I was born and partially raised. Mostly raised. But as a South African, wouldn't you want to go home? Back to the Netherlands? Why would you want to come to America? To live in some parts of Texas is okay. But to live in Idaho, Iowa, Texas, depending on where you're going. If you're going to Houston or Dallas, I don't know. That might be too black for y'all. Houston and Dallas is going to be way too black for y'all. So y'all might not be able to handle Houston and Dallas. But why would you want to come to the United States and come to America to live to be impoverished, but you're coming from poverty from South Africa to poverty in America? And I'm going to tell you, poverty in South Africa is not the same as poverty in America. Poverty in South Africa, as a white person, you'll still be able to afford domestic help. In America, you are the domestic help, and y'all going to need 2 or 3 jobs.
Told you MAGA does not know what they believe in. Say we make everything about race. Donald Trump got rid of the refugee program. Rid of it. Dunzo. No more people in our country. And MAGA's like, yeah. Even the brown people. The brown Latinos for Trump. Yeah. But then the Trump administration has decided to let in white South Africans. And it's not even about race. They're making it about race. They have to be white. You can come to the US if you're white. We will roll out the red carpet. We will fly our planes over there and buy you plane tickets. And you know how wrong this is? The Episcopal Church just announced we're done helping refugees with the Trump administration. Why? Because you're allowing white South Africans in, not Venezuelans running away from corruption. And stay tuned, more white South Africans are coming. And MAGA will be cheering them on.